Coming up next is Indy News number 130. We're going to cross a whole bunch of different companies in the Indy universe. We're going to start off with Legendary Comics and how Grant Morrison's going to be doing a book for them. Then we're going to go over to Dark Horse, and the team of Neil Gaiman and Colleen Doran are going to team up for a book there. We're also going to talk about Crossed and how we got webisodes coming our way. Drippy. And we're going to wrap it up with IDW and how Mars is attacking just about everybody in the IDW universe. All that and more coming right up. Hey, you want to save 20% off of everything in the store? Then show up on the 20th of every month, because the 20th is Founders Day here at Alternate Reality. And on Founders Day, everything except this week's new comics and bulk supplies is 20% off. That's right, every single thing in the store is 20% off every 20th here at Alternate Reality.
They're not as popular, they're not as sophisticated, they're not as refined, but they talk about indie comics anyway. I give you the Outcasts, Comic Book Man, and Bo.
Maybe they're prettier, maybe they're better technicians, but nobody does it better than we of the Video Outhouse. Indy Comic Book News, episode 130, A Night in Dusseldorf.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my Video Outhouse. Bo.
Yes. Indie News time, kids!
Indie News time! Coming to you from this place, Alternate Reality, located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie. Beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood, Alternate Reality, where all my new comics, especially all my indie comics, are 15% off every day for everyone. This is going to be a potpourri edition of Indie News. We're going to talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're going to start off with Grant Morrison, who's doing a book for Legendary Comics.
It's called Annihilator. It involves a screenwriter who he writes a script about a pulp hero who suddenly appears from a black hole.
A black hole.
So he's like, wait a minute, I was writing the script about this movie, and then the studio calls me and goes, you know the guy you're writing about?
He just popped out of a
He's
black
on
hole.
Main Street. What the heck's that all about? We haven't even greenlit the film yet.
And then he blew up. Hey, he blew up!
And then he brought me women.
And then before he blew up, he brought me a lot of women. Oh, thank you!
Thank you, Annihilator!
And then he blew up.
Well, now apparently this character, this superhero is even badder, big of a badass than Batman.
Oh my God! So he's like Nemesis over at Millar
like
World.
Badass,
Okay,
man.
except he's a good guy, badass.
Well, we assume.
Okay, well that's great. Okay, can't have enough of those.
Okay.
Meanwhile, over at Dark Horse, Neil Gaiman and Colleen Doran are together writing what?
They're working on a graphic novel for Dark Horse. The
How about
last
that?
time these two worked together was Sandman 34,
Okay.
which actually shipped in 1992.
That's a long time ago.
So,
That's a long time ago.
So the folks at Dark Horse went, Neil, why don't you look at a graphic novel? He goes, yeah, I can do it. Well, I'll get Colleen Doran to draw it. He goes, yeah, okay. Doran goes, yeah, I'll work with it. Now, they haven't said what it's about yet, but we'll probably see it in the middle of 2013 because Gaiman is actually quite busy. He's walking around on a book tour. I guess he got a new book that's coming out, and he's got a whole bunch of stuff that he came up with because The Boys is over with, and so he's got a lot of free time.
And he's writing Doctor Who episodes.
He's writing a Doctor Who episode. So Neil's he's out there.
Yeah,
and he's working on a Sandman limited series for Vertigo too. So Neil's just a very busy guy.
Well, good for him. He doesn't do enough work. Meanwhile, if you don't get enough Crossed in your life, and who
that is
really,
Sarah's favorite book on the record.
Who among us can't get enough Crossed in their life?
Trippiest book on the planet.
Oh my God!
4 covers, once a week.
Oh bloody!
Oh, I tell you,
They shipped the book for Christmas week.
But but why else? Nothing says Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Crossed. Yeah.
Nothing says Christmas like babies being tossed into a meat grinder.
No.
But there are Crossed webisodes coming your way.
Hooray.
Which will be directed by Garth Ennis.
Oh man!
So he's directing some webisodes.
That'll be a
which
party.
you'll be able to pick up on the Avatar website, and he's also going to write and direct a film based on Crossed.
Yeah.
So Garth Ennis is another comic book guy who has wandered into the movie business and said, I can direct a movie, which means he goes along with John Cassaday and Scotty Young and Greg Pak, all these guys who said, well, I'm going to go off and do movies and stuff.
What's the budget for Viscera?
Oh, I'm assuming this will be a relatively low-budget film with a lot of blood.
Probably. Okay.
Not a film for the kids.
Okay, we've talked about Legendary Comics, Dark Horse, we've talked about Avatar, and now we're going to wrap it up with IDW. IDW is doing a 5th week event. Actually, it's going to be a month-long event, but it's going to be parceled out over the course of the month. And it's Mars Attacks, which actually our time starts this coming Wednesday. Mars Attacks versus a bunch of properties in the IDW universe, starting off with Mars Attacks Popeye.
Why was the
Popeye,
Kiss, the real Ghostbusters, the Transformers, and the only concept that
Star Trek.
IDW actually owns zombies versus robots.
That's their concept.
That's theirs. Everything else is all stuff they got licenses in it.
Well, it's like the infestation thing they did. They did
But-
the 2 infestation things where they had this infestation storyline cross over into all the other characters that they have from other media.
The Popeye universe is Popeye, Bluto, Olive Oil, and Wimpy. What kind of invasion can that possibly be?
Well, the Popeye universe is bigger than that, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
I gotta buy that just for the absurdity of it.
And that's the point. That's the reason why they're
And there
doing
you
it.
go, right? Because
No,
you'll
and
go,
that's the reason why they're doing
what
it.
the heck? You know, and you'll pick it up just because it's weird.
No, it's going to be the Mars Attacks aliens, and they're going to. I assume they're going to go and destroy all these universes, but it won't be real. So don't worry. Don't worry. Popeye will be fine. I'm sure. Popeye will be
They're
fine.
going to attack all the spinach first.
Comic book man, is Popeye gonna be okay?
Popeye will be fine.
Popeye's
Don't worry.
really going to
Popeye will
have
be
a hard
good.
time.
Now, Olive Oil, on the other hand,
Oh,
she's gonna
screwed.
She'll be carrying an alien baby.
alien baby. There you go. Oh, Popeye! It's got
He's
such a
gonna
big head.
Should be in very bad shape. And
That's
poor
it.
Sweet Pea.
That's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more indie news. Go to the store's website. Check out all the indie news Bo sends me. I post up there. Bo.
Yes. Sarah, tell them where the website is.
Honesty, integrity, wisdom, and truth. Hey, that's for beer. www.myalternatereality.com. It's a source of mindless distraction.
So stop off the store's website. Check out all of his news. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man
And this is Bluto.
saying, Mars better not attack alternate reality universe. That's all I
They're already here! Oh my God, no!
Bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.